for 2026 FIBA. Hold on, coaching staff. Bruh, if I read this article and Stephanie White is on this staff, if Stephanie White is stalking Caitlin Clark around team to team, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. She better not be on this final coaching roster, bro. I don't got time.
We're at a point in the Caitlin Clark story where real life feels stranger, darker, and more frustrating than any conspiracy theory we could make up. We need to talk about the big breaking news from USA Basketball, and we need to take it seriously. This isn't just a team list or a coaching update. It feels like the start of a psychological thriller. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's biggest hope, finally gets her chance to play for Team USA. After a toxic WNBA season and a messy system as a rookie, she's ready to play with the best and get away from the chaos. She packs for the World Cup qualifiers, walks into the gym, and sees someone already there waiting, stiff, who's holding the clipboard.
Like, Jesus, man. I feel like if the girl go to McDonald's, you gonna crawl through the bathroom and say, like, bruh, like, just go. Like, don't you need to go scout some players? It's March. Shouldn't you be at March Madness scouting some players or something? You don't have other things to do? Like, golly, man, we cannot escape this lady.
Stephanie White, the same Stephanie White who handled Caitlin's rookie season badly. The same coach who didn't call timeouts when Caitlin was getting swarmed. The same coach who seemed annoyed by the fame that helped keep her job. The video host said it best. It feels like she's following Caitlin. It's like Caitlin is trying to escape a bad situation, but it chased her all the way to Puerto Rico. So we have to ask, is this on purpose? Was Stephanie White placed on Team USA to make sure Caitlin Clark doesn't do well? Because it really feels like the old guard sent someone to keep her under control. This choice is wild. Stephanie White wasn't a big name in USA basketball coaching before Caitlin showed up. But now that Caitlin is the face of the team, suddenly Stephanie White is called an important assistant coach. Come on, this smells like politics. It feels like spying. It's like the people in charge said, we can't let Caitlin go to Team USA and have a new coach help her become even better. We can't let the world see that Stephanie White was the problem in Indiana. So what do? They hire Stephanie White again. They keep the same system. They make sure Caitlin still hears the same voice, the one that frustrated her for 40 games last season. It feels like coaches protecting their own reputations. Imagine being Caitlin. You spent months with a coach who didn't seem to know how to use you. You got benched for defense mistakes while the team struggled. You didn't feel protected when other teams played rough. You're tired, you're excited for a fresh start with Team USA. You want to learn from Cheryl Reeve and play with Aliyah Boston in a new way. Then you see Stephanie White on the sideline. It hits like a punch in the stomach. It feels like a message saying, you can't get away. Like no matter where Caitlin goes, someone will try to force her into a box. And the video host makes a funny but scary point. He says, if Caitlin goes to McDonald's, will Stephanie White climb through the window? It sounds like a joke, but it shows how trapped Caitlin might feel. Great players need freedom. They need coaches who help them grow, not coaches who try to control everything. We saw what happened in Indiana. The offense looked messy, and the spacing was bad. They didn't start winning until Caitlin took over on the court. Now USA Basketball wants to bring that same mess to the national team. That makes no sense. Team USA should be about smart new ideas and showing off the best talent. Hiring a coach who couldn't get the most out of that talent is just ridiculous. And think about it. Who benefits from Stephanie White being there? The veterans do. Chelsea Gray benefits. Kelsey Plum benefits. Why? Because Stephanie White is loyal to the old system. She's not going to show up and change everything. She's not going to push for Caitlin to start over longtime stars. She'll stick to the usual rules. She'll say Caitlin is a rookie. She has to earn it. She needs to play better defense. That gives USA Basketball an excuse to bench Caitlin Clark. Believe it. If Caitlin only plays 12 minutes in the first game, Stephanie White will be the one explaining in the press conference why it was the right choice. She'll be the shield.
Jose Fernandez and Tia Jackson will serve as scout coaches. Bro, I cannot believe, bro, Sue Bird, man, this is what I'm saying, bro. Sue Bird is really a op. And like, she's a op in disguise. I can see it. Sue Bird is so oppy, bro. Like, why is Kara Lawson a coach? Duke stinks. Her offense is absolute garbage in college. Bro, Duke started out as a top 10 team. Bro, they stink, bro. Don't nobody want to watch them play. How's Kara? It's a few things I got problems with. I don't know how Kara Lawson's the coach. I don't know how Stephanie White is over there.
That's why fans are freaking out. We watched every Fever game and saw how frustrated Caitlin was. We saw her begging the bench to make changes. and the changes never came. Now we might have to watch the same thing again with Team USA. That feels cruel to fans. We wanted to see Caitlin set free, but instead it feels like they're going to hold her back. USA Basketball could have picked almost any assistant coach. They could have hired someone new with fresh ideas. Instead, they picked the one person who comes with extra drama and bad memories. And there's an even darker idea. Is Stephanie White there to mess up Caitlin's play on purpose to make her look worse? Think about it. If Caitlin goes to Team USA and looks just okay, because the coaches use her the wrong way, haters can say, "See, she's not that great." It's her fault, not the Fever's. That helps protect the story that older WNBA stars are better, and it keeps the old guard looking right. But if Caitlin goes out there and dominates, it can make other people look bad. So, they bring in the person who knows how to slow her down by calling bad plays and messing up her rhythm. That feels like sabotage from the inside, and it can really hurt a player mentally. Caitlin is strong, but everyone has a limit. Imagine getting your dream job and then finding out your worst boss is now in your department. It kills the fun and excitement. Maybe that's the point. Maybe they want to take away her joy and make her feel like just another small part of the system. Because if she's happy and free, she can become bigger than the team. And USA Basketball has often liked the system more than one big superstar. Stephanie White feels like the person who enforces that system.
Appreciate that about her. And I'm also the same kind of psycho that she is in terms of like competitiveness. Now, it comes out in different ways, but we both.
The stalker idea is spreading because it matches what people keep seeing. Everywhere Caitlin goes, it feels like the people in charge put something in her way. In college, it was bad calls by refs. In the WNBA draft, it was all the talk about her pay. In the Olympics, it was getting left out. And now, for the World Cup qualifiers, Stephanie White shows up again. It feels planned. Like powerful people are meeting and deciding, how do we handle her this week? And this week, they chose, send in Stephanie. So what should Caitlin do? She has to play through it. She has to be so clearly great that even Stephanie White can't ruin it. She has to rise above the coaching. We saw Caitlin do this in Indiana. She started calling her own plays and ignoring the sidelines sometimes. She may need to do that with Team USA too. She has to take control of the offense and not give it back. It will feel awkward and tense, but it might be the only way she gets through it. She can't trust the coaches to always do what's best for her. She has to trust her own game. Fans also need to pay close attention. Watch every sub and every timeout. If Stephanie White pulls Caitlin out right when she's getting hot, people should speak up. Make it loud. Let USA Basketball know everyone sees what's happening. They may try to hide it as coaching choices, but fans remember the Fever season. They know the pattern, and they don't want to see it happen again on the world stage. This doesn't feel like it's only about basketball anymore. It feels like it's about power, about a system trying to control someone who has become bigger than it. Stephanie White stands for the system. Caitlin Clark stands for change. And in Puerto Rico, those two sides will clash again. The stalker may be in the building, but Caitlin isn't the same rookie from 6 months ago. She's been through a lot. She knows Stephanie White's tricks, and this time she seems ready to push back. The conspiracy talk is growing, the drama is building, and Team USA might turn into the biggest sports reality show to watch.